Welcome back, everybody, to Turn Order Warped, episode number 19. Welcome back. Welcome back. The group has made it back onto the Black Fang. So what are you guys doing once you head back onto the Black Fang? Oh, and by the way, there is mature language. If that is not your thing, you should probably not watch or listen to this show. It is very important to tell you that because some people could get upset by it, and, well, we want you to have a good time. So I don't want you to be here and not realize those things, so we should tell you. Okay. So the rest of the group, you guys have headed back on the ship. What's everybody doing? What's it look like on the ship right now?
You coming with me, Ark?
Yes, let me drop off this goo first.
Goop?
Yes.
Don't drop it.
No. I will give it to Glix and she can create a concentrate for the bullets and some sort of other thing for the grenades.
Yeah, I hope that can happen after I lay down for a bit. I'm not feeling too, and I just kind of wander off to my quarters.
Go ahead and roll me a endurance check, please, Glix. If you have Hardy, and I'm 95% sure that you don't, you can add that.
No, I don't. Where can I roll? Here we go. Oh.
18, 3
Oh my
sixes.
God.
Holy crap.
Really good at eating sugar. Holy, I critted on that.
You get your second wind.
Yeah, absolutely. You have
Actually, you know what? I think I can fit a few more in there.
you let loose like this totally unpredictable burp. Like nobody's heard you burp like that before. But it's like this really gross, super like bass burp that just comes out.
Lunk is impressed.
Yeah.
Little bits of partly chewed donut fly out.
Oh, I feel so much better. And I'm definitely checking my box for I still have more jammies. And I'm like, all right, what was that you needed?
Oh.
That was good.
The whole crew is just like,
What was
Even Felix is a little bit disgusted with you right now.
a screw loosened by the vibration falls out of a panel.
He's really just kind of jealous, though.
Yeah, like,
Woo! I am feeling good. What was that you guys needed? What do I need to make? Oh, concentrated poison.
Yes.
Okay. And I tick off to the tech lab.
I had with Arthur to help him out and oversee the grenade designing.
so in terms of how much of the poisonous bug goop that you have the equivalent of about, we'll say 8 liters of the stuff in this bucket.
Right. So I need some of that. So maybe I follow them and grab a healthy scoop.
I'm giving you the entire thing. We don't need it for the
Oh, okay,
grenades
great.
until we're packing it in, so
Gotcha.
you can do your thing.
Don't take bit to put on the meat,
Whoa. Okay. Sure.
bit because Lunk think that might be useful.
Remember to wear gloves when you handle it.
Yeah, Lunk got the long gloves for when Lunk take the guts out of the things and stuff.
You probably all have this like mental picture of Lunk like
Elbow
disemboweling.
deep in
Yeah.
a pig.
Yeah. Like disemboweling like all these various like disgusting creatures from each of your specific like home regions.
I inwardly decide I'm never eating anything but pink jammies again.
It's good for you.
So I'm walking with Lunk because we're going to go to the tech lab. I'm going to give her some of this. And I say, Lunk, you know how you're going to try that sausage biscuit recipe?
Sausage roll, no sausage biscuit.
roll.
Biscuit is crispy. Sausage roll is got the puff pastry layers and the sausage meat with the secret mix of the herbs and spices. Lunk Tink can work out herbs and spices. Lunk remember how it tastes, so Lunk just do many different type of sausage meat with herb and spices till Lunk get the herb and spice combination right.
So I
It
reach
will
into my
take
box
work
and I shove a pink jammy in her face. And I go, do you think you can work this out too?
Oh yeah, it's easy. It's just donut with the artificial strawberry flavor, and caster sugar, and
As Lunk
little
says
bit of
strawberry,
gelatin.
Arthur like just teleports away.
The way
I'm inside a
shudders.
panel.
Yeah.
I just, you know, the screw that came out the panel earlier. I'm in that panel. I just close the door. And leave.
Yeah, Lunk's just like, yeah, and little bit of gelatin and some sprinkles. It's easy. Lunk do.
Oh boy.
No problem. Yes.
Good, because I think I don't want to eat anything else. All right, let's get you some of that goop.
Let Lunk eat food first and find glove.
You would know that
Okay.
Glix's nutritional needs are definitely not being met by consuming these big jammies, Lunk.
That's fine. What Lunk will probably do is put like vitamin supplements in some of
She's
the
gonna inject
Literally,
them.
it's going to be literally broccoli jelly.
No, it's just that she'll
Broccoli
probably get
jam.
some-
There you go.
No, she'll just like sort
I'll
of like
barely
get
notice.
gel and well it's okay. You get like the chewable vitamin sort of jelly tablets. Basically, just melt those down and put them on. They're quite nice, anyways.
There you go.
Lunk can sort of-
Get those fruit flavored. Okay, so I'm going off to the tech lab. I've slunk, and taken out a flask's worth and set it aside so that she can lace the meat with it.
Okay, so you give Lunk how much of the goop?
So if we have 8 liters, I've probably given her half a liter, reckoning that it's, she's not going to need a ton.
Okay, you give her half a liter worth. Still have 7.5 liters.
Yes.
Lunk will be back to the kitchen in a specially marked off area, with like sort of like cling film over the table and things, and it's well away from any food prep that's going to be happening, and because Lunk's really serious about her food hygiene.
Do you put like distraction fish sandwiches down off to the side somewhere?
No, but there's probably actually a sign out on the worktop by the thing that's just got big flashing Ogron like skull and bones and kind of.
You don't put like a
pictograms.
pile of fish sandwiches like way off to the side or anything. Like...
But Lunk will actually go to Felix specifically and go, Flippy,
Yeah.
Lunk do ting in kitchen with meat and poison. So Flippy no eat the meat what in the kitchen that is marked with the big because that kill Flippy and that be bad because then the ship no go.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for not killing me with the food.
Just-
What about all those fish sandwiches though? We were discussing. You just make all those for me.
Lunk
Thanks,
the-
Lunk. I'm gonna.
Lunk do the fish
proud of.
sandwiches. She knows what's going. Lunk do the fish sandwiches after Lunk do the poison because otherwise they might get mixed up and not be bad at the.
And I just thank you as I'm around the corner, and I'm taking off to I guess the engineering bay where Arthur and H.A.W.K are located.
Okay, sure.
Just gonna head in there.
So, I
and-
mean, is that where you guys are working on that stuff? Or are you working on...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you'd have your equipment in the tech lab.
Yeah, I'm in the tech lab
The
with
tech
like
lab-
a basic looking chemistry set, like
'Cause-
beakers, and there's a Bunsen burner and things are. But I'm
'cause-
trying to distill this down.
Yeah, the tech lab would have, has your machine, your machinery and stuff to, like, work on weapons or something like that, Arthur. Your engineering bay would definitely not have that in there.
Oh, right.
The engineering bay is where you work on the
Yeah,
engines.
I figured Glex would be in the med bay, so I figured that would have like the Bunsen burner and the chemicals and stuff like that for testing or whatever.
You see, I went to the engineering bay to turn on the power to the tech lab, and everyone just followed me. What are you doing?
I just followed you.
Tech lab, we gotta make weapons.
Okay.
We gotta make tech lab for tech, engine bay, engineering bay for engines. It's in Hawk. It's in the words, right? Engineering bay,
Well,
because you're near the engines.
well, why isn't the tech lab called the gunsmithing bay?
Because it's not just for guns, mate. It's for all tech.
Aren't engines tech?
No,
I think they are.
but no, they have their own bay.
Wait, isn't the tech lab also an engineering bay? I thought it was engineering bay 11.
Engineering Bay 11. You're learning, Hawk.
But
You're
there's no
learning.
engine in engineering bay 11.
Well, technically, and then I just run.
But you realize that like Hawk is way faster, and Hawk doesn't have to worry about breathing, so he's just like constantly talking the whole time.
This is getting quite awkward. Here, Hawk.
Well, okay.
I just keep following you.
I'm gonna follow the clunks and the clanks of Hawk's footsteps to wherever they're heading off to. You said you guys are going to the tech bay or with a engineering bay 11.
Engineering Bay 11.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna sort of head in there after they just make it in, and I'm gonna hold up my one of my slugger pistols, the high quality one that's like kind of polished and it's got like a stained wooden grip on the base of it. Just now, Arthur, this is a gun I'm gonna be using, so make sure the rounds match this, okay? And be careful with it.
You know
Guns-
those those measuring things with the 2 points that you do that?
Calipers?
Oh, the calipers.
Calipers, that's it. I hold up one of those and I just look at it and look at the bullet and go, right,
Could
okay.
also be a micrometer.
Oh.
Maybe it is. I do not know the difference.
So do you need to keep this while you make them, or do you got the dimensions now?
Yes.
What?
I do need to keep that. Thank you.
It's not a that. The gun's name is Felix. I might give you the gun.
And your shoe's named Felix as well. Is everything you got named Felix?
Yes,
Maybe.
he's not very original.
What do you mean original? I name everything that I care about the best name that there is.
Branding. It's branding.
Felix. I'm about to call you Felix from now on, Hawk.
So I'm the best thing around?
Maybe.
That-
I haven't
that's
called you a name yet, though. You're still Hawk. You do something real cool one day. Then maybe, then you can be Felix too.
I did throw a signal beacon through someone. Isn't that cool?
That's enough for like one letter.
Oh, so I'm currently...
Yeah. Anyway, I gotta go talk to Glix real quick. Thanks, guys. And again, treat the gun with some respect.
Hawk, I don't even need the gun, mate. I got this gun, look! Look, I'm Felix! I like sandwiches! And the gun goes up.
I gotta just double check to make sure that gun doesn't have any like protections. I don't think that the pistol has no, the pistol doesn't have any ID stuff, so you'd be able to do whatever with it.
Yeah, that was the rifle. I think that you
Yeah.
had the ID stuff tagged onto that.
So you
These things
would
are dangerous.
find me hovered over a basic looking chemistry set. There are things bubbling, and it's basically just a distillation system. So I'm just distilling this poison down, but I look a little too happy about it. Like
Yeah,
that burp kind of cleared everything up, and I'm already thinking
I
about
feel like-
the pink jammies.
I feel like the camera's behind like a flask or something, and we see like your eye like all all googly like from the refraction. You know, so like you're like looking, and there's like a drip that's like drip,
My ears are just
drip.
poking out, and my bald head, and a giant smile.
Is there like a vent hood in here too to prevent any like
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
poisonous gases from going through the ship, or
I
like
feel
a
like she
filtration
probably
system?
you
or...
might have like a small area for something like that. I mean, this isn't like a super high grade kind of situation setup that
It's
you
like
got
the-
going on.
The fume hood you had in high school. With
Yeah, yeah.
on
That's
wheels
what-
and you
that's
just
That's what
roll
I'm
it in.
imagining.
Just a small little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glix, I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, but I just have a bit of an idea with that poison.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty strong stuff, right? From-
Yeah, really strong.
So, like, what if, now hear me out, what if instead of distilling it, you water it down? Just hear me out, and then you take it yourself. I wonder how fucked up you get. Now, you're a scientist, so I want you to take a little bit of it, but don't do so much of it as it'll kill me, but just make it safe, and I'll try it out.
But
can you do that?
Well, I'll have to run a chemical analysis on it first to make sure it doesn't have any...
Look, just, like, I don't know, just really water it down. Lots of water. And I think it'll do good things.
Are you scratching as you say this?
Yeah, I'm probably like just vigorously
at
scratching
all what
them.
it can do.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Well, it might just be straight poison.
Yeah, but
In which case, it won't do anything fun.
lots of things are straight poison. When it's concentrated enough.
Okay, I'll make that. You go. It's gonna take me a minute to get the ratio right here. Let me work on this.
I don't know what ratio means, so I'll leave you to the sciencey stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna be up in the cockpit, just sort of sitting there.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
And as he leaves, I definitely check around the corner. There's no way I'm planning on giving him this. I'm pretty sure it's just straight poison. So I'm going to sneak into the. I'm slinking around and sneaking into the kitchen. Lunk, psst, Lunk.
Yeah. Lunk looks up and she's just sort of like, she's got like a paintbrush and she's just like,
Hey,
what?
hey, Lunk, do you have any food coloring? You know, little dyes.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, can I get the green and the yellow, please? I just for just a thing that I'm doing here. Just need to borrow those, if I could.
Making cake?
No, not making cake. Just making a thing here, and I can't tell anybody else about it, so it's just me and you, only me and you know.
Is secret?
It's definitely secret. Also, do you happen to have any gelatin? Not a
Yeah.
big deal. If you, can I have that too, please?
Yeah.
Okay.
Know how to use gelatin?
Sure do.
It's
Yep.
got instructions. Okay. Lunk sort of goes through a cupboard and she's just like, okay, the red and the there you go. The good. What color was again?
Oh, can I have a green and a yellow,
green?
please?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yellow. Wait, you want the orangey yellow or the light yellow?
The light yellow. The light
Okay.
yellow.
Right. Yeah. Okay. You want fruit flavoring as well?
Oh no, no,
No?
just plain gelatin. No fruit flavor. No.
Okay. There go.
Okay, thanks.
They're like little eyedroppers, basically, like little bottles with eyedroppers.
Yeah, little bottles
Sure.
with the droppers and yeah.
And I'm
And the
looking for
gelatin is
Felix,
just in the sheets and things. It's
slinking back down the hallway. And when I get back in there, I'm concocting up a slightly gelatinous but mostly watery green with a little bit of yellow in it thing, and I'm shaking it up in the tube, and I have it set aside, and I've taken my little marker and Felix, dunk, and I set it in a tube stand, and that's off to the side, and then I'm gonna bring back the food coloring and the throw away the gelatin package.
Lunk, thank you so much.
Perfect.
is okay. Lunk's still just got like a pile of meat, and so she's just like, it's all like, it's mostly done, and it's in a box that's just got a thing on the side, and no eat in common in as well.
E is spelled E-E-T.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, PZNNOEET.
So I'm back to my distillation process, and I feel like I've probably taken a liter of this. And I think the amount, certainly, well, that leaves us with 6.5 liters. But that's enough, I hope, to distill down for a few bullets.
Okay. Give me, please, Glix. I would like you to roll me some stuffs. Let's see what we got.
Okey-doke.
Let's see what we got. Do you have a skill that can help you here? You have chemistry. You can go ahead and roll me your logic plus your chemistry.
Okay, sounds good. Bloop. Oh,
23. Pretty
A
solid.
nice roll.
rolling
Pretty
good.
solid. So what's your end goal here? What are you trying to do with this?
So my end goal is to distill down this poison to an even more concentrated form, so that when we pack it in to the bullets that Arthur is making, it's just straight. It's maybe like 5-10 times stronger than it would have been.
So basically, you're isolating out the
chemical
poison,
compound that is poison.
The stuff that you sort of you probably have to run like several different tests to see how it sort of reacts to like some different plant samples and stuff that you might have.
Sure.
And just like running a few simulations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once I analyze it and I know the compounds, I'm assuming that, it's a basic process to distill those out,
right,
given the current technology.
Right. It sort of has this like strange effect on the plants that you're running. Essentially, what it seems like is this poison, like Caspiana said, acts as a hallucinogen for the way that they sort of perceive it. What it's actually doing is it's sort of like messing with their chemical balance, like with the way that they process nutrients and stuff like that. So it's sort of like giving them this sort of feeling like they are full, like they have consumed enough nutrients and they can stop like trying to consume nutrients, and basically that like they can begin their sort of like digestion process for whatever kind of like carnivorous plants you're testing this on. So it gives that kind of effect. From what you can tell, like from the materials otherwise, you can get, we'll say you can get like 2 ammunition clips. Magazines worth of bullets. So I think it's 10. I think it's 10 bullets per magazine, or is it 20?
They're 20s.
20, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
total bullets,
40 bullets.
Right from the leader.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Now she's looked at these compounds. She's scratching her head a little bit, and she's thinking about that gloop that she made. I'm thinking about that gloop I made for Felix, and I'm like, but it is hallucinogenic. Felix would enjoy that. I'm definitely considering putting a drop of the undistilled into this little concoction that I made for him, so it should be like really diluted. So I seem to be stewing on that for a bit, and that's where I'm at.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the tech lab, H.A.W.K, you and Arthur are crafting some grenades. Arthur, why don't you go ahead and give me a logic check plus, let's see, what are your skills that are applicable here?
Machinist, blacksmith, engineering, no, wouldn't be that.
So this would be a machinist kind of thing. You're putting together basically parts for this. And H.A.W.K has the sort of demolition aspect of things. So you're sort of building the physical vehicle for this thing. And you're sort of like making the housing for this grenade, right? But you don't really know like the right like combination of explosives and like what kind of balance you need and shit like that to like make it so like the grenade has like an appropriate like countdown time till when you throw it, or push a button or pull a pin or whatever kind of thing. The only thing you know how to do is to make those things. Like how to make the pieces. But you have no idea about like actual explosive materials. So you can sort of make a vehicle for a grenade. Yeah.
Right, there you go. H.A.W.K, how's that look? How does it look like?
So what are you trying to make specifically right now, Arthur?
Just a grenade launcher, right?
Okay. So you make a pretty rudimentary grenade launcher. It basically has like kind of a poor range on it. You could probably get like range. We'll say like 6 horizontal, like squares. So that'll be like 30 feet. And then like it has like a bit of an arc to it. So it maybe like goes up about 10 feet or so.
So it's basic, like
It's a very
steel
basic.
tube, a pen, a handle, and a trigger. Basically.
Yeah, it's very basic.
It's
I tell-
nothing. It's nothing fancy, but it looks like it will work.
Oh, I'm sorry, little Lord Fauntleroy. Did you want something fancy? Should I put a fucking bow on it?
Well, as you know, Arthur, how a weapon looks is very important.
Right, okay, right.
Well, there's no need
No,
now.
no! So I just put a load of like glittery stars on it, and you know, like the stuff people buy to make cards. I think Arthur is one of those. Is it decoupage? I think Arthur does decoupage in his spare time. I just like stick a load of like bows and weird like cogs that don't do anything.
You do have a specialty in origami.
Oh, I can make a house. Okay, I'm gonna make a. Oh no, I can't roll that. I have like one dice in it.
An origami housing. Could have been good, man.
And I just stick all this like craft herpes to it. There you go, mate. Have hold of that there.
So the bedazzled grenade launcher is given to Hawk.
It's so pretty. Oh my god.
I call it the grenade launcher.
It needs a proper name.
I like
Felix.
flip it open and pull it back.
It feels like.
I pull the trigger and pull the pin back.
I think it should be called Terrence.
Right, that sells it. It's called Felix.
Well, we have to get onto the grenades now.
Hey, I don't make things explode. I usually concentrate my efforts on making things not explode, if you know what I mean.
I'll do something.
And I whip out my data pad and I like rapid fire tap it, do a bunch of calculations for, roughly how much powder we'll need, like where the charge will have to be.
So that's
settled
something
and
that
kind
you'll actually have to talk to Glix about, like the potency of this poison, and the samples and whatnot that she's sort of run through.
Yeah, so I kind of get the fuel load to eject the cartridge and realize I need to adjust for the weight of whatever's going into it.
I'll be right back.
Mate, what the fuck are numbers for?
And I run round to Glix in the med lab / science bay area. And I quickly get a little scale out from a cupboard and put it on.
Could you weigh out roughly?
I look at the grenade launcher in my hand, figure out the size of it, the size of the payload.
Approximately 50 milliliters.
Okay.
So you're asking for the poison?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how much it would weigh so I know what's going in the cartridge at the front of the grenade so that we can make sure we've got enough force and stuff. And
So, Glix, give me another logic plus your. Let's see. This is going to be a different roll. Logic plus. This is going to be a science-y kind of roll.
Okay.
It's just going to be straight logic. You don't have a skill that can help you with this.
Okay, so chemistry. Wait, I'm just trying to weigh.
No. This is. I'm going to ask you a different question first.
Oh, sure. Okay, here comes straight logic.
Okay, 12. So you're not sure how much poison is required to be used on one of these plant creatures.
Sure. So I can.
But he asked for just a certain
For
amount
that
or whatever.
amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell you how much 50 milliliters will weigh, but I actually don't know how much poison needs to be delivered to the plant to knock it out.
Yeah, you might have to do some tests on the plants first.
Ooh.
I have an
Okay.
idea.
I'm gonna log on to the interwebs and see if I can find how much poison the average Septirac produces, since they eat one of these and they get high. So if I know roughly that.
Okay. So you connect to the subspace relay.
Yep, minus 1,000.
Yep. And the ship is good for an hour on that. You start to look for this stuff. Go ahead and give me. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna do a roll here.
Okay, that's fair.
Give me a logic check, please. And computers, I guess you can roll as well, Hawk.
I actually don't have computers. So just straight logic, which is a 3d6 for me. And I get a 7.
7. So you basically can't find detailed information about these. About
it's some
these
pretty
plants.
niche information.
Yeah. You only sort of get like, it's like one of those situations where you find like the words on the search engine, like, and it'll take you to like a couple pages that like talk about like this miracle cream and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I had 12 babies, you know, like stuff like that, you know, like,
Ow!
yeah. I had octuplets, you know, all those kinds of things. And nothing concrete about these plants or anything like that.
Well, if the bug is about this big, its volume would be.
Hawk,
And
why
then
don't
if
you just
you're
let me run an
concentrated-
analysis here?
Okay.
Didn't
could you-
Caspiana say that she had a few of these plants?
No, she's out.
Oh.
That's why
could
she's sending you
all-
out.
How well does it vaporize? Have you tested that yet?
No?
I need to know how hot we need to get the grenade for it to vaporize properly.
Okay.
I kind of like reach over and scoop a little bit out and just hold my hand over the Bunsen burner with it.
What are you doing?
I'm testing it.
Hawk's
You
hand
can't
just getting
measure
like
the vapor point with. Oh, maybe you can.
Hawk's just hand is getting like redder and redder and like closer to white.
Yeah. At the point where it vaporizes, I kind of like make the mental know the temperature.
So we'll need. Okay. As soon as you can get me information on how much the dosage will need to be, I can adjust the amount of powder we need in the grenade.
Okay. Sounds good. How's
Oh.
your hand there?
Yeah, I just kind of like turn the tap on and stick my hand under it and it goes. Psst.
It's fine.
Okay.
And I head on back to the tech lab.
So I'd like to be able to run a simulated analysis about how many vaporized
Sure.
milliliters it will
You have
take.
no data to
Right.
to help you at all in regards to these
Yeah,
plants.
so I think without any of these plants live, just kind of walk next door. Guys, I don't have anything to test this on. We're kind of flying blind here. There isn't any data on these plants and the interaction with the insects.
Well, the bug is supposed to be about this big, and
Yeah,
that's
but
about a liter of volume, and it
doesn't-
produces probably not near a liter of goo on
Oh,
its own. So we
okay.
can assume it's approximately 20% of its volume, so 200 milliliters. So 200 milliliters of unrefined, refined down into a concentrate, and then be
Okay.
calculated from there.
Okay, do you want me to start distilling the 6.5 liters for you?
I get my data pad out.
I think if we have 50 milliliters of concentrate per grenade, that should be enough.
Okay. I'll get back to work.
Yeah, I work out the payload and I write the exact weight of the fuel we'll need and how much space it'll take up for Arthur.
There you go, Arthur.
Go ahead and give me another logic plus your demolitions, Hawk.
As you walk in, I'm doing combat rolls with Felix's gun, pretending I'm like a badass.
Logic
Freeze!
plus my demolitions.
It was
So-
nothing.
46. 12.
12 out of a 46. Okay, that's average. All right.
I've yet to roll above average today. It's a below average.
So yeah, speaking of average, Arthur, go ahead and give me an agility check. Plus, you have pistols.
No.
Okay, just an agility check then. Let's see how graceful you are.
Oh, I forgot I had gunsmith. Damn it. Just straight up agility.
Yeah.
9.
It's the most awkward combat rolls ever. Have you ever seen somebody trying to do like a somersault for the first time? That's kind of what Arthur's doing. He's doing like a real slow somersault, and he's like coming back up, and he's got to stand up on one knee like really slowly.
Freeze! Scum! Hello, Hawk.
Hello. Here are the calculations I've made for the fuel payload.
You didn't see me playing with Felix's gun, did you?
Also, the payload appears to vaporize at approximately 287 degrees Celsius.
Right?
So
That's a
we'll need to
good
make-
guess.
So we'll need to make sure that we have enough heat to do that. I expect if we use a tungsten base with a magnesium payload behind it, that should work. It'll heat up the tungsten and vaporize the goo.
You reckon?
Yes, and if we do this,
And I start like doing my calculations again and writing out numbers till I kind of figure out the fuse time and what kind of fuel we'll need, because you need fuel to ignite. Then you need like the buffer fuel that's slower and slightly different mixture.
The whole time he's
No,
doing
the
like
last
number
part of it.
stuff, I'm just rolling my eyes.
You're like twirling Felix's pistol and shit, you know, like.
Meanwhile, I'm taking a dropper, a tiny little pipette, and I've got my little tube that says Felix on it. And I've taken a drop of the actual poison and dropped it into this thing that I've created for him, because I know Felix, and I feel like Felix is going to want to feel like there is more of this stuff, like he's ingesting a fair bit of it. I have put a drop in there and boop, Felix, I did what you asked. It's ready.
So it's safe, right?
Well, I never said that.
Okay, good. That's I was hoping it wouldn't be perfectly safe. It's no fun then. I'll be there in a second, and I close my
okay.
comms. And rush there. I get there probably quicker than you'd expect someone to make the journey from the cockpit to the med.
You scared me. Jeez.
Yeah. So can I have that there now, please?
Oh, all right, but
I look at it
where are you gonna be?
shake
I'm
it
gonna
up.
need to check on you.
on the ship. Don't you worry.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna look at it, shake it a little bit. I'm gonna open it up.
So which color was this one?
This one is the concoction that I made. It's mostly green with a little tinge of yellow in it.
So with the distillation added, which was purple.
Not the distillation. I didn't add the distillated poison.
She has
I
one
added
drop of the
the
original
goop.
goop.
Okay.
right.
Sure. Okay. And Felix, how much do you weigh?
Oh God,
without
probably
stuff?
about.
Without gear?
I'd say about 90 pounds, probably.
All right, fair enough.
90 to 100 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, so it's got this sort of like weird color to it. It's probably like a brown.
So, I'm looking at it. How exactly did you make this?
So I think like the oxygen and the water probably, and I just start babbling a string of, and the interaction. And so anyway, it ended up like a, an off brown sort of, should be good.
Felix, give me a logic check.
Sure. Plus anything?
Chemistry, I guess, if you've got it.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't got that.
Jesus. Okay, so Glix, give me a charisma check. Plus, you can't really use negotiating here. I'm gonna say this is like deception.
Okay. Let's see. Negotiation.
Exactly how
diplomacy.
gloopy is this?
I tried to match the consistency. Tried to match the consistency with the thing, but it's a little waterier, right? Because I told him I mixed it with water. Okay, so just charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use a luck die on this.
Okay.
Okay. Will we verify my charisma is 3d6? It is. Okay, and then here comes the luck die.
9 and a 1. Okay. So Felix, you're pretty good at bluffing and stuff. And just
Can't
generally
bullshit her.
Yeah. You could tell like she's just stringing together like these long words. But you can tell she's not really super confident in what she's done. She's just kind of.
So I was kind of only in here just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
I kind of figured the process would take more than 10 to 15
Well, but
minutes.
you just wanted me to dilute it, right? It's a little bit of water, you said.
Well, God. Fuck it. Drink it.
Classic.
You
Classic
drink it.
addict.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel
I
like
die. If I
yeah.
die, I die.
So
he
you-
dies, he dies.
So you gave her like this kind of like.
Yeah, just sort of like inquisitive look. Fuck it. I just crack it and just down the whole thing.
Yeah. Sure. So you drink it and it tastes like a combination of like, have you ever smelled a rotten potato?
Oh, God.
The toxic smell.
Horrible scent.
Oh yeah, it tastes like that.
Great.
And it's got like a sort of like consistency that like sticks on your tongue a little bit, like a film.
Okay.
And you're constantly doing that for a second, Felix. Like it's like,
Yeah, just
Like
to
you're-
sort of get rid of all the...
yeah, like you're trying to like lick the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, so you can like get the film off.
Couldn't you, add in some flavoring or...
Okay, I could have, but
And then Felix, I'd like you to roll me an endurance check, but not just yet. After the break, we'll be right back, everybody. 5 minutes. Stay tuned as we find out what the hell happens to Felix on the next part of
my
Turn Our Warped,
God.
episode number 19. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hashtag
5
Felix.
minutes.